Hello people, so before I get to the video, ooh, excuse me, hold on, excuse me, before I get to the video, I want to say, please, we got the trash truck, y'all coming hella late. They ain't even coming down here, they turning around, bitch. They don't even see me in the fucking car. That thing, oh, they bagging up, yeah, they bagging up. Let me act like I'm doing something. I don't like people. I mean, I like people, but I don't like doing something and like other people being around. It's like shooting a TikTok video when you know somebody watching you. Child, I'll be back. Well, they finally gone. But I do not like talking while people are watching me. I'm like, bitch, go watch the video. Don't watch me while I'm doing. But anyway, so I'm here to talk about ADHD, honey. And of course I'm talking about ADHD because I have ADHD. I was diagnosed with ADHD when I was 5. And I first want to say, this is my second time shooting this video because the first time the video was all over the place. So we're gonna try again. So yeah, I was diagnosed with ADHD when I was 5. And pretty much, I remember, I'm trying to remember. It's one thing, my memory is good, but not good. I forget things quick. But I remember being young, and I remember, finding out I was diagnosed with ADHD. My mama, I'm gonna tell you about the experience that led my mom to get me tested for ADHD. I think I was 4. I think I diagnosed when I was 4 or 5, one of them. But my mama was up front talking or whatever. So I went in the back into my room, or my sister's room, whoever room that was. And I was in there by myself. And I end up getting our hair mousse. And I end up getting, and there was this lamp up in there. But I think the lamp was broke. I don't even remember. Just know I had a lamp in my lap, sitting in my lap, and I had a thing of mousse in my hand, and I literally started, how mousse, the way how mousse made, it kind of like made how them cheese containers, them cheese thing, the spray cheese we used to spray in the crackers, you know what I'm saying, then eat them like that. It was made like that. So my 4 or 5, I think I'm 4 year old self was up in there, and I just started just pushing the thing, I ain't gonna say just what you calling the stuff all up in my freaking mouth. And when I was doing it, I think I had the end of the lamp, and I was I don't know what the fuck I was doing. I'm doing kid like stuff, childlike things. My mama came down there and she was like, what the hell? I remember it. I remember that. What the hell? Oh my God. God, when she saw me doing this, eating that ham mousse, and she saw me messing with the lamp, she thought that something was wrong with me. She was like, oh my God, my baby, something wrong with my baby. Oh my God. Huh. And now look at me, I'm like, that's what children do when you're not watching them. Like, hello, mama. No shade, but like, hello. But anyway, so after that, I ended up going to this doctor. He was for behavior medicine, and he diagnosed me ADHD. And I along that time, growing up in a black household, this type of thing, like, even though I would take to the doctor, I don't feel like it was taking it serious. Like, even though, my mama probably was in there when the doctor was like, oh, these are the symptoms and all this type of stuff. And even now, it be so many different shit that you hear about ADHD to where I'm like confused. You know what I'm saying? to like, okay, like where, I don't know. But maybe the doctor told my mom the symptoms and things and stuff like that, but my mama didn't really take it that serious. I took medicine for a while. My mama told the for me at that young age, I was very hyper and I had a low attention deficit. I didn't like, wasn't able to focus that easily, and I was very hyper, and I was pretty much everywhere. you know I was a hype child, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, so my mama told them, she like, the medicine's not working, it's making her act worse. So I was taking the medicine for a while, then I guess my mom just stopped giving it to me because she said she felt like it was making me act worse. And I was just like, now looking at like, well, like, I know I would say, I think I was on albuterol, but now I'm looking at like, maybe I was just a very energetic person, I don't know. But as time passed in school years, something that I missed in this video will be when we talk about school. Good, I remember my mama coming to me, I think, I don't know, around first grade, second grade, kindergarten, whatever grade, and she asked me did I want to be put in a special education program, because I guess when you sign your child up for school, they ask if they have any like learning disabilities and stuff like that. And she asked me, she like, do you want to be in special education program? I'm like, no, because me, like, I did not, and it's always been a thing with me when it came to my ADHD, was like, I did not want to be seen as somebody who was not able to get things done or not smart, because I was like, I know I'm smart, but like, there was one thing, but like, just because you're in a special education program does not mean that you're not smart. It just means that you learn differently. And for me, that's not something that I had picked up. So this kind of pretty much how I took it. And now looking back, I wish I did. I wish I did. I sure wish I did, because there used to be times where I was struggling, and I see the people that in special education program, and they were just, they didn't have the struggle like I did. But at the same time, I don't regret not getting into the program, because it made me into the person that I am now. So yeah, that like struggling kind of like shaped me. So like, I ain't mad. School years, I struggled in things like math and science. Math and science were not my favorite subjects at all. I really loved reading and English. I had a reading teacher. I don't know if I should call her name, but my second grade reading teacher, she pretty much worked with me when it came to reading. Or not even, I think I was reading in kindergarten, because I don't know, images and like reading to me or learning new things, it sparked my attention. But then we got to math, it was like, what the fuck is this shit? I struggled like a motherfucker. But reading was always my favorite subject. I always just read in the rain. I pretty much just was a natural in that. And as school went on, it would be something like science, into science or whatever. And the information, I don't know if it would be the teachers or what, or even when they tell us to read, I would not be taking in the information. This was things like science, not reading. I would not be taking in the information. I wasn't able to, like, that answers a question, I wasn't able to answer the question, give the correct answer. Like, when I would read it and I'd be like, okay, this is the correct answer, and then boom, it's not. And I literally would try sometimes and still wrong answer. And this was mostly like things like science. Maybe even, I'm trying to see, did I struggle? I think I struggled in social studies too. All the way until I got to high school. I realized I liked this social study, or liked it history, because I liked it learn about history then, until I found out that most of the shit that they teach us in school is not really true history. It's either whitewashed, watered down, or straight lies. So yeah. So after that, you know, still struggled in math. Math has always been a headache for me. But when I got into high school, and you know, GPA started becoming a factor, and they were like, you got to get your GPA up in order to be accepted to college. And I was like, okay. So I really did try in high school, and when it came to studying and keeping up with all the different classes and things, it was a little hard. But it really did not, I mean, I did okay in high school, because just know I was horrible in math and all that type of stuff. But as long as I was a good student, and good student means literally just being quiet and acting like I'm doing something, and pretty much trying and acting like I'm concerned with my grade, being a good student, you know, pretty much helped me get by. I was concerned about my grades, because I was like, ain't no way in hell I'm repeating this grade over. Hell no. Ain't no way in hell I'm not graduating on time. Ain't no way in hell I'm not graduating, getting out of this school when I'm supposed to. Hell no, I could not stay in school, because so it wasn't no way in hell that I was not graduating and getting the hell up out of there on time. So that was pretty much my motivation, you know. So yeah, I was concerned of my grades. You know what I'm saying? Well, I will be, because I'm like, ain't no. And that pretty much got me by. So I was a good student. And, or it was some classes that I pretty much aced, okay? Like history, reading, yeah, that's pretty much it. Or English or shit like that. Aced that shit. Other shit. But anyway, on to college. When I got to college, this is when things started to get a little it came to the point, now at one point I had all easy classes. They didn't really take that much of my time. They didn't take that much out of me. Like, you know, they give you a study guide, you know what I'm saying, just study that, you know, all you gotta do is remember it, blah blah blah, da da da. I went to community college, and you know, pretty much the teachers there, you talk to them, you know, some of them, some classes were easy, you know, they didn't take too much of me until I got to probably like my second semester, and classes was getting harder, and we got into history in college, bruh. When I tell you, she gave us a study guide, and our study guide wasn't nothing like the test. Nothing like the test, bro. Nothing like the test. And she had me stressing. Then my other classes, I was like trying to like, to me, my whole thing would be like forgetting things, forgetting things, or not being able to balance my time out, or being like, I'll focus on one thing so much that I forget to focus on other things, and then I'll be missing assignments, and then it would just be like, oh my god. So my biggest thing was like, I guess my struggle with my ADHD with like in high school was mostly like, I like, if it's something I'm not interested in, I pretty much flunked it. I did not do well in it at all. If I wasn't interested in it, it was very hard for me to focus on it. And I would try, still won't get nowhere. That was in high school, and they were also in college. But you know, like I said, in high school, all you had to do was be a good student, you know what I'm saying? Worked, you know, but in college it worked to a certain extent. Like that ain't like, I'm gonna say the grades that I got, I earned from the things that I liked it doing. But then it came to a point, the higher the grade, even in high school too, and especially in college, reading shit, whether it was history, whatever reading subject it was, bitch, the shit be so boring and so uninteresting. It's just like, what the fuck? So that's pretty much why I would struggle in not being able to keep up with balancing all my classes. Like, I remember, I think I would have 4 classes at a time. I think at one point I had 5, or I think I would usually have 3, but then at one point I had like 4 or 5 classes at one time. I could not handle it. I don't even know, it was something like that. I cannot handle too, like I said, like, I'd be focused on one thing and trying to study for this stuff, and then I forget I got this simple ass class, this shit gotta be turned in, and that pretty much all I struggled with when it came to my ADHD. ADHD, you know, people with ADHD, I know it's a lot of people who have ADHD who are brilliant as fuck. I've seen people on YouTube, more people on YouTube that I watch, like, come out and say, I have ADHD. I'm like, oh my god, you do for real, bitch, me too. But, like, not just that, SZA has ADHD. Like, it's just like, during the time of when I was younger, even sometimes now, like, people compare ADHD to just being dumb, slow, like, to not knowing anything, or to being just, like, can't function, but that's not the case. There's so many fucking talented, creative ADHD people, even smart people who have been diagnosed with ADHD. I had this friend who wasn't really a friend, but I would get a bitch this compliment. She was diagnosed with ADHD too, but she was smart as fuck. Like, she was smart in all her classes, math, everything. Like, she was very smart. I don't know how she did. Like, she was smart. Like, every person who has ADHD is not the same. You know what I'm saying? And we're like, just because you have ADHD does not mean that you are dumb. Dyslexia too. We just learn differently, and some things spark our interest and some things don't. And yeah, I forgot what I was finna say. And that's another thing. My mind be all over the place. I get so many. This comes with ideas too. When I get ideas for videos, I get so many ideas at one time. I'm watching the bird go by. I'm sorry. I get so many ideas at one time. It'd be hard for me to keep up sometimes. I had to write that shit down. Or when I'm talking, it's normal for me to be talking about something. You know, I get into it, and then all of a sudden my brain pops up with another idea. Then I'm switching it to that, and it's just me. I don't know that has to do with ADHD, but just know that's me. So yeah, like, talking about ADHD. And there was another thing too. When I was in high school, I was talking to a psychologist, and not high school, part of high school and part of college, and both times they had asked me did I want to be on medicine, and my whole thing was that I didn't want to be on medicine because I did not want to be dependent on it. And I'm also a type of person who feel like I can cope with it without medication, and I still feel that way. And I also just, I don't know, I just didn't like the fact of, like, me taking medication. But I remember when I was working at KFC, girl, in the window, girl, oh my God, when I tell you, I wish then that I had some fucking medicine, because it was hard for me to, like, concentrate on putting the person order in, then giving this person the money out the window, and then trying to, like, it was fix them a drink, maybe fix them juice, food, pack the bag, and then I got my damn manager in my ear telling me to speed the fuck up, and I'm like, bitch, I'm going like a million miles per hour in my fucking mind. And, like, I'm literally getting confused sometimes. I guess just think that, like, different things just ain't for different people, okay? Like, KFC just went out for me. Because Child, and I tell you, it was so many fucking times that I gave people the wrong amount of change. I gave them more change than when they supposed to had, and it was on me. Other people would like pay it for me, but I would literally after I get off the cash register, kid, you know it's $28 missing out. I'm like, 28, and I'm the person that had to pay it back, or like someone like vouched to pay for me, or like I had to pay that person back. Bro, and I tell you, I hated that fucking job. I hate that fucking job. If you still recording, yeah, I hate that fucking job. It's just not for me. But yeah, I'm going all over the place. I had to tell y'all, you know, all that because, child, like I said, because there's so many different things on the internet about ADHD, I be getting so fucking confused, okay? Sometimes, like, do I got fucking autism, bitch? Because, and you know, YouTube be funny as fuck, but they be, sometimes be right as fuck. Like, they just all of a sudden start, putting autism videos on my feed. And I'm like, well, damn, do I got autism? And then, like, you know, with ADHD, it be so many different things. You know, they be like, in the boy, in the girl. And I don't believe that gender shit at all. So, I was just like, I'm so confused. And yeah, and like I said, I also question, like, did I have from the jump? Because my mama's biggest thing was like, oh, she's so hyper. The malice is not working. I'm like, well, then I have it in the first place. But like I said, I do have a hard time focusing on some things, you know. But I also, to this, like, I know people do that. People do that anyway, even if you don't have ADHD. So I also question, like, did I really have it? But like I said, there were times where it just was too much. But honestly, it's a long ass video, and I just want to say, if you want to continue this conversation down in the comments, feel free to. I might join you, you know what I'm saying? What are y'all thoughts? This video has been all over the place. I didn't know where I was gonna go with this video, but maybe one day I will, like, I mean, I think I'm doing better now. I kind of had to take stuff like piece by piece. I am a person that's not a speed worker. I function highly when, like, is thinking, but like doing things at one time, having to like do things and manage a whole bunch of things at one time can be hard for me when I don't have like a schedule. So for me, I started making a plan, like doing my own planner and planning out my day. So that really helps me. And like I said, I said this in my other video, I started waking up early and working out and stuff like that. And that pretty much keeps me grounded. But if I'm not doing that, it is a problem. I would probably be crying for some medicine, but like I've been hanging in there without any medicine. So yeah, I said so much in this video. I'm sorry for your ears. I'm so sorry. But because I'm through talking, I want to say thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, if you like me, please like and subscribe. Please share this video. Please like this video. Comment down below if you want to, honey. If you want to get some conversations down there, go comment. Subscribe to my channel, and I hope you have a great day. And see you next video. Bye.